Now we have a study by Chasm Technology and the Institute for Strategic Dialogue that shows us precisely how the internet and Twitter are being abused to spew hate speech. Now, I was a technology journalist for most of my career, and I know a little bit about the history of the internet. And in 1963, a bunch of computer scientists concluded that it would be more efficient for them to communicate about their innovations electronically. So they got a $1 million government grant and started building the internet 3 years later. So the internet was paid for by tax dollars, and among them were my parents right here, who were Holocaust survivors. My father was a refugee who fled Poland in 1939, and my mother survived as a slave laborer in Nazi Germany, posing as a Polish Catholic. And they would have been appalled to know that 60 years after the internet was founded, it was being used for the kind of hate speech that they fled and the consequences of that hate speech. Also behind me is my grandmother, who was not so lucky and was murdered during the Holocaust because people believed the hate speech that they heard all around them. Now, whether your parents paid for the internet or not, whether you're new to this country or not, if you don't like what I'm telling you about the way that the internet is being abused, you can do something about it. You can write to your congressperson, you can write to your senator and tell them that you don't like it. It's an abuse of the people's technology because it was paid for by the people, and that you want it to stop. If you don't believe me, remember the words of the great Patti Smith. People have the power. Hey, Elon, why don't you play that song? Want to dance?